Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another showcase video. The series where I showcase my streetwear, fashion, sneaker, and sometimes even jewelry collections on the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing my Undercover by Jun Takahashi collection. But before I start showing you my collection, guys, I've got to do something else. So, on Friday evening, I posted the video covering the latest week of Palace's Summer 2022 collection. Now, in that video, I asked you guys if you could ask two of your mates to subscribe to the channel because we were one away from the most recent subscriber milestone, which was 3,380 subs. We were at 3,379. Now, someone out there must have done it because exactly that happened overnight. You guys got two people to subscribe to the channel, and now we have surpassed the recent subscriber milestone of 3,380. We are now at 3,381. So I just wanted to come out and thank both the public and private subscribers for subscribing and supporting the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Look, I wouldn't have been able to hit this milestone without you. Honestly, it's not me, it's you guys. It's you guys. You've been absolutely wonderful this month. We've hit so many subscriber milestones. We are getting closer and closer to 3,400. It's almost there. Now, I'm not going to set 3,400 as the next subscriber milestone because that's quite a few away. I'm going to set something a little bit closer. So we've hit 3,380. Let's see if we can hit 3,385 before the end of June. Okay, now I can start talking about this Undercover collection. So this video is all because one of you guys left a comment in the comment section down below. Now, Luca T9 left a comment many weeks ago asking for a video about my Capital collection and a video about my Undercover collection. Now, I've ticked one of those off the list. I've done the Capital video. Now it's time to do the Undercover one. And well, as you can see, the Undercover collection is a lot more extensive. But I mean, yeah, it was gonna happen. You guys know that I'm a huge Undercover fan, and there's too many Undercover pieces that are coming up secondhand in Japan that are just at such a good price that I'm like, oh, I like this Capital piece, I should save up for that. And then as I'm saving up for the Capital piece, an Undercover piece comes out that's cheaper that I can afford, and it's in my size, and I'm just like, oh man, I can't just leave that. So I end up picking up the Undercover piece instead of the Capital piece that I initially was saving for. And yeah, I do want to buy a lot more Capital pieces. It's just, they're expensive, and secondhand Undercover is cheaper. As we can see, I've collected quite a bit of secondhand Undercover. So yeah, I will try and buy a couple Capital pieces at least this year. I want to get a couple more this year, so I'll try my best, guys, but damn, the Undercover pieces do just be coming up too often. Anyway, so I will be showcasing the whole collection, guys, every single piece that I have bought, even the collaborative ones with brands like Supreme, and I've got a Perks and Mini one as well. So what I'll do is I'll do some footage of the collection showcased on my bed there, and then I'll dive into each individual piece. So this video is probably going to be bonkers long. But I've got a lot to say about them. You know, I have many reasons why I bought them, what appealed to me. They're just, yeah, there's awesome pieces back there. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's start covering this collection.
So here it is, guys. Now, I've tried to arrange it in, I guess some kind of arranged way. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but basically this is how it works. Here is the Crewneck sweaters. Here is the knit sweaters. Here is the female pieces. And there are the button-ups, or collared shirts. As you can see, I've only got one, but it is a very lovely piece regardless. Here are the hoodies, which are Well, I've got quite a few of. Here are the jackets. And actually, once I laid out my whole collection, I did realize I was kind of lacking in the jackets. I would like some more jacket options, but jackets are expensive. So I'll just have to see what comes up in a size 4 and 5. And then I'll hopefully pick up some more undercover jackets in the future. And then, of course, we have the one big boy trench coat over here as well. Lovely piece, and we will be diving into all these individually. So I don't know which section to start off with. I might work with the collared shirts, the women's pieces, the knit sweaters, the sweatshirts, the hoodies, the jackets, and we'll leave that one last. Just because, just because. Anyway, let's get into it, guys. Let's start off by covering the collared shirts in my collection. Okay, so kicking off the collection, we have the Spring-Summer 2020 Cindy Sherman Untitled 21 button-up. I call it the Untitled 21 button-up because it features her Untitled 21 artwork on it. And you're probably like, well, where? Well, yeah, it's on the back, and we'll get to that detail in a second. Some details that we can talk about on the front, though, is the double pockets on the chest area. We've got one here and one there. What I really like about this is it features a motif that is used throughout the season, which is the embroidery detailing here showing Cindy Sherman, and then underneath it, undercover, done upside down, as you can see. Don't worry, it's not you just not being able to read the cursive font, it's actually upside down. And the first time I saw that, it took me a second. I was like, does that say undercover? Yeah, it's upside down. Now, another detail that we can mention are the iridescent buttons, which probably I can't showcase too well in the lighting. You may see them kind of glossing a purpley green here. Potentially, it may pick it up. I don't know. But yeah, iridescent buttons throughout. Now, you may be looking at this piece and you're thinking, oh, it's double pocketed. That's kind of cool. You don't see that too often. Well, it's not just double pocketed. It's triple pocketed. And you're like, where the hell is the third pocket on this piece? Well, when I was unboxing it, if you go watch the unboxing video, I didn't even know there was a third pocket. It wasn't until I wore it outside a couple of times that I actually noticed it. But there is a third pocket along the side here where the back panel and the front panel meet. See? The little pocket there. Now, you can't fit much in that pocket, granted, but you could probably fit maybe a lighter or something, something pretty small. I just thought it was kind of a weird, crazy little detail there. I have never owned a button-up shirt that has had a third pocket where the front and back panels meet. Just Jun Takahashi doing his thing, man. That's all the front details to do with this piece. We'll now dive into the whole reason that it's called the Untitled 21 button-up, or at least I call it that, and that's because, bam, it features Cindy Sherman's Untitled 21 photograph of her self-portrait series there. Now, trying to showcase it the best I can on a very flowy material, but there is the artwork there. It also features a little co-branded patch up the top here, like all the pieces do that are in collaboration with Cindy Sherman from that season. I say all pretty confidently without owning all the pieces, but I have not seen a piece from the Spring-Summer 2020 season that's in collaboration with Cindy that didn't feature that little patch there. Now, this button-up is amazing in summer. It came out in the Spring-Summer season, and it is perfect for the summer season. It's made out of tencel, which is a form of rayon, and it's this super flowy material. As you can see when I'm moving it, you got that movement in the material that normally is used on like women's clothing, dresses, summer dresses, or I guess higher end summer dresses. It's just fantastic, guys. You rock this over the top of a t-shirt, a tank top, you can rock it many different ways. It is just a really nice layering piece for summer, or you can just wear it as a button-up. You can honestly just wear it as that. Now, I got this one in a size 5 because I'm a big lad, and it fits way better than I thought it was going to fit. It's got huge sleeves, like these massive wide sleeves, and the silhouette itself actually flows really well on body as well. It's just a fantastic piece. Absolutely love it. I would love to pick up more of the button-up shirts that came out in that season, but yeah, finding them in a size 5 is always a bit of a struggle. So if you do see them, send them my way for sure. But that is the first piece in the collection. Let's move on to the women's pieces. Well, here it is. Oh, I better actually fix that up real quick. Fix up the cuffs there. Okay, that's sort of fixed. What we have here is my only women's piece, I think it's Fall Winter 2015 Guage knit turtleneck. Now you're probably like, Daniel, knit, what the hell are you doing hanging it up? Don't worry, I'm only hanging it up for like the 3 or 4 minutes that I talk about this piece. Normally I store it by, folding it up and putting it up there with the other knits and stuff like that. Don't worry, I need to just do it to showcase it though. So yeah, I honestly, looking at it from afar, it doesn't scream female piece, does it? I personally don't think so. You may think, nah, I don't know, man, looking kind of female there, but I personally think it's very, very androgynous. Could be men's, could be women's, nobody knows. Depends on the body type, depends on who's wearing it, What I really like about this piece is just like the intentional, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like someone's like slashed it, detailing, like the cut detailing, like someone's just with a knife or something. That is sick. I really like the really thick cuffs that it has. Like, I'll try and unravel this as much as I possibly can with one hand, but look how long that is. Look how long that is. And then when you obviously roll it up, they get really, really thick. I love that. Men's turtleneck sweaters, they very rarely do that. Unless you buy them from like an Asian region where that's a big thing. Western ones don't have this type of detailing. And it's the same here. If I unravel this huge, super thick turtleneck, it goes out to like here. It's mega, mega long. So you can adjust it to whatever thickness you really want. It's a fantastic piece. The only downside is that because I'm 6'5", like 120 kilos, it does ride up a little bit, mainly because it's actually split down the side here as well. See how it's split there? And it's a little bit shorter on the back. My goal is to lose like a bunch of weight, be stick thin, and rock this as kind of like I don't want to say crop top, but to be cropped. So to have this like up a little bit, or just rock it being super fit, because it would look super sick. Yeah, I love wearing this as a layering piece though. Like you wear a tank top, you wear this, and then you wear like an overcoat or a leather jacket or something over the top of it. It looks really, really nice. It is super warm though. This is 100% wool. This will definitely keep you warm in the wintertime. No doubt about it. It's, yeah, an amazing piece, awesome piece from the women's fall-winter 2015 season, if I'm correct in saying that. Definitely holding on to this one. Definitely holding on to it, but would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it, guys. It looks super janky with with it unraveled like that, but let me know how you feel about it. Would you rock this women's piece? Let me know, but we'll move on now to the knit sweaters. Okay, now moving into the men's knit sweaters. Again, I know, hanging up my knit. Don't worry, gonna take it down as soon as I can, but I need to do this to showcase it to you guys. What we have is one of my very recent pickups, which is the Spring Summer 2021. Yeah, 2021 Barbed Wire and Roses knit sweater. Now, honestly, looking at this piece, I would say this piece is way more feminine looking than the actual female piece that we just looked at. Personally, I don't know if you'll agree with me on that one, but looking at it with the graphics, the colors, to me, it screams way more feminine than the previous one. But each to their own. It doesn't really matter. Hey, look, if you look sick rocking it, that's all that really matters. What we have is some barbed wire detailing done. It's sort of textured. So you can actually, when you rub your hands along it, you can kind of feel it where the actual barbs are. It's more textured than first initially thought. We've got a little bit of rose detailing throughout here, and then we've just got some matching color vertical lines here. Oh, sorry, horizontal lines here. That just adds to it, honestly, because it would look kind of weird if it just had that detailing on the top. I actually like this with the line detailing on it. It adds to it and makes it work a little bit better. We've also got every single seam where it is stitched. So up here, alongside the sleeves, I'll try and showcase it across here. So along here with the sleeves, along the side of the piece as well, we can see it here. It's done in a way that makes it feel like it's unfinished. They're like unfinished seams, because see how they're not like properly sewn together. It's kind of like sticking out and stuff like that. Yeah, from what I know, I'm not too big on Margiela, but from what I know, Jun has taken influences from Margiela a lot in the past, and this is a reoccurring thing that happens a lot in a lot of his seasons, where he does this kind of detailing to his pieces. And it is a detail that he did a lot in his spring-summer 2021 season. A lot of the sweaters, not even just the knits, like the Crewneck sweaters, the hoodies, everything like that, they all had this detailing. So it's a telltale sign that it's from that season if you've got that kind of detailing, but he has done it in the past, so it could be from past seasons. You really just got to go off, tags and stuff if you're trying to date stuff. But yeah, it's a very cool detailing for the season, and I think it adds to this piece. The graphics, this detailing, it all adds to it. I just really like the colors of it, and I had my eyes on this knit sweater for a while. It went on like super on sale from Forward, I think it was, and they had a size 5, one size 5 left, and I picked it up. And I need them in a size 5 because the knits and the crewnecks, they only have a shoulder width from here to here of like 49 to 50, and that's a little bit tight on me. Any smaller than that, I'm very much risking it. But yeah, I need that 49 to 50 centimeters across on the shoulder width for it to fit comfortably. So I had to get the size 5. If I went 4 or below, a 4 I could maybe do, but I definitely couldn't do smaller than a 4. So when I saw that they had a size 5, I just had to go for it. I was like, yep, I'm picking this one up. But that is the first of 2 knit sweaters, guys. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this spring-summer 21 roses and barbed wire knit. But we'll move on over now to the second one. Okay, now moving into our second and final knit, we have the fall-winter 2021 landscape knit, or landscape inertia knit, whatever it's called. There's no official names for any of these pieces. As you guys may or may not know, Undercover just has item codes for all their pieces on the left-hand side of their garments, which, there it is, somewhere there. They've all just got item codes on them, so you really got to come up with names yourselves. Like, obviously, if it's like the 2020 season with Cindy Sherman stuff, you can call it that, but yeah. Anyway, back to this piece. Love the detailing on it. It's got this little patch here of the Queen's head with a red triangle on it, probably to block it out. Maybe there's something being said there. It would align with Undercover's punk roots. We'll leave it at that. Then, as part of the knit itself, not even as like a patch or anything, we've got this landscape detailing, this castle landscape that has been sliced up like Zorro came in and just cut it up. It's a sweet piece. I love the color of the knit, I love the fit of the knit, and I love this landscape detailing. I wish more brands did landscape, either embroidery or knits. Maybe I need to come in and start doing that as like as a brand, because it needs to be done. I love this type of stuff. Yeah. The color of it matches perfectly with the landscape. It's a fantastic piece from one of my, I don't want to say one of my favorite seasons, but definitely a season that I loved and always keep coming back to. It is awesome. Would love to pick up more knits from this season. That is all the knits though, guys. So we'll move on over now to the crew neck sweaters. Okay, now we have my first sweater here, crew neck sweater. What we have is, I think, even my first mainline piece. Like, I think I only had collaborative Undercover pieces up until this point, up until I bought this first ever piece. I think. You may be able to correct me on that. But what we have is the Spring-Summer 2020 Cindy Sherman Untitled 21 crewneck sweater. Now, this obviously features the same Untitled 21 artwork that we saw on the button up there. We get it on a French terry cotton, so not cotton fleece, as we can see by the pattern on the inside, French terry. So it's not going to be super heavy, super thick, keeping you warm in the winter seasons. It came out in a spring-summer season, so it perfectly matches the season it came out in. It works as like a really nice lightweight kind of sweater to rock, in that spring season, maybe moving into the fall, depending on where you live in the world. I really love this piece. I wear this piece to work all the time. I love the artwork on the front. I love the detail, like the pockets on the side. Look, I honestly initially was not a fan of pockets on sweatshirts this side panel here where the back and front panel meet, but ever since I've been rocking heaps of undercover and they've just got them there, it's super nice to be able to just put your hands in the pockets of your Crewneck sweatshirts, guys. It's crazy how convenient it is. Now, in classic Cindy Sherman undercover fashion, it features, ta-da, the little patch, which has Cindy Sherman and undercover written on it. And then, of course, I mentioned that some of the pieces from the season that are in collab with Cindy Sherman have the embroidery on it. Well, here we go. We have the embroidery detailing on the back. So we have Cindy embroidered there, Sherman, and then undercover, upside down. So if we were to flip this sweater upside down, it would say undercover the correct way up. But there you go. That is all the detailing on the back of the piece. I really love this piece for its color. It's a really nice dark gray. It allows for the artwork to really pop here. It's just a perfect piece. Well, I don't want to say perfect, but it's just an awesome piece to rock. I love wearing it to work. And I'm really happy that I picked this up in a size 5 from, I think it was Slam Jam, actually, the Italian boutique. Yeah. Would definitely recommend picking this piece up. I see it prop up quite a few times on the Japanese secondary market, so you could definitely score a size 4 or maybe even a 5 pretty easily these days. But let me know how you feel about this first Crewneck sweater. Let's move into the second one. Okay, now moving into the second Crewneck sweater. This one, not too surprising. You were ready for this one. A very, very recent unboxing. We have the Undercover Fall Winter 2021 Markus, Akesson, Insomnia, Moths, Crewneck sweater, quite obviously. Features his 2017 oil painting on the front panel here, which is a beautiful piece. It looks fantastic on clothing. Undercover was, well, sorry, I should more specifically say Jun Takahashi was very, very smart in grabbing Markus for that season because the pieces that they did together are fantastic. I would love to own them all. It features some pockets on the sides, obviously in between the two panels, the front and back panel there. And it features his signature embroidered on the piece there, on the back. You obviously meant to look at it from the back. I won't really showcase that to you guys because you've already seen it in the unboxing video. This is like, we literally just unboxed this over the past week, so you all know about this. I love this for the colors on it. I would love to pick up all the other pieces with this artwork on it. Like there's a fishtail parka, there's a puffer jacket. I have been getting around the puffer jacket a little bit more and more recently. I'm not a huge puffer jacket guy. I literally do not own a puffer jacket in this whole wardrobe here. So that would probably be my first one. Yeah, that one speaks to me, but normal ones don't. And either way, this is a fantastic piece. Really happy to add this one to the collection. Yeah, just amazing. Anyway, that is the last Crewneck sweater, guys. Now we'll dive into probably the biggest section, which is going to be the hooded sweatshirts, also known as the hoodies. Okay, now kicking off the hoodies, we have a collaborative one that I used to wear all the time. This is a fantastic piece. We have the Undercover Perks and Mini collaborative hoodie. Now they have collabed, I think, a few times, or at least have done a couple of small capsules together. I fell in love with this hoodie because of the graphics and the colors. They did a black version of this hoodie, but the colors of the graphics weren't really speaking to me, while I like the color of this hoodie and the color of the graphics on this one. There's a big back graphic, which I'll showcase to you just soon. So we've got this little hit, this little eye graphic here, and then we've got, I mean, it's kind of hard to showcase it, but this is a huge silhouette. I bought this in the biggest size, an extra large, because I thought, oh, well, you know, it's an undercover piece, it's a Japanese brand, even if it's a collaborative piece, you know, I better buy the biggest size because, you know, they're pretty well-fitted pieces. Not this one, man. The sleeves are super, super wide and super long. They are, like, I have a wingspan of over 2 meters, and this still goes past my wrists and almost over my hands. It is an incredible, like, look how long that is. I'm trying to showcase it to you. This is incredibly long. Yeah, so be prepared for that. You are, like, I'm 6'5", 200 centimeter wingspan. Like, this is massive. This is huge. The pocket detailing, really loose pockets. The one thing I do have to critique about this piece, the sewing of the pockets is really up high. See that? See how it's like it's really up high? So it's a kind of a bit of a struggle to get your hands in, but when you do, you can actually store stuff in here and it doesn't just fall out. So it's got its ups and downs, but I was so used to hoodies where the opening was a lot bigger. But that's all the details on the front. We'll go back to the back hit now, which is this. I'll actually lift up the hood to showcase it. It's got the eye motif that's used a lot in Perks and Minis and Undercover's collaboration. It's got a skull beaming the Undercover U over there with a hand holding it, and then an Undercover Perks and Mini co-branded hit on the bottom there. I like it because it kind of looks like a collage, you know? It doesn't look like one image. It looks like someone's cut out various different images to form this back graphic. I think it's really, really cool. Another detail I forgot to mention, this hood is massive. It's like a cloak. When I wear this, it looks like I'm a Sith Lord or something. What I also really like is that the material they use on the interior here is soft. It's not velvety, but it feels really, really soft in here. And it's different from the actual hoodie because the actual hoodie inside is this French terry here. So yeah, I just really like that because this is really soft on the inside, and then you get hit with this really even softer material for the hood. I like that little detail. That added extra detail is sweet. But yeah, I see it this went on sale on all the boutiques that it got stocked in. It sold out in a lot of cases, but yeah, people just either were really feeling it or just letting it sit. I honestly recommend picking this up. You could probably pick this up on sale quite cheap in most sizes. It's a really nice piece. If you just go hunting for it, Perks and Mini Undercover hoodie, it's fantastic. They also did a bunch of jackets and heaps of other pieces in this collab. I'd love to pick those up, but those are actually quite hard to find and they don't come up too often, so I'll have to go hunting for them. But an awesome collaborative hoodie and an awesome one to kick off the hoodie section of this collection. Well, for the second hoodie, we've got a hoodie that actually featured in another recent showcase video because it is a collaborative one. What we have is the three-way collab with Supreme New York, Undercover by Jun Takahashi, and obviously, as spelt out here, Public Enemy. So this is, I think, the spring-summer 2018 collaborative hoodie where they did a series of pieces based on the Fear of a Black Planet album that Public Enemy did in, I think, 1990 or 91. Can't remember the year exactly, but it's a fantastic album. Obviously, everyone knows it for Fight the Power, but there are many classic tracks on that. It's a fantastic album. It's not just a single, it's not just an album where there's an amazing single on it. It's all in all a fantastic album, but I could rant about the album all day. An awesome hoodie done on the French terry, I think again. Yeah, or maybe terry fleece. It's not a super warm or heavy piece like most Supreme hoodies are. It's one of their ones where it's made in China and it's got the pockets on the side. They had to do this because obviously the artwork takes up the whole piece and they couldn't, put a huge kangaroo pouch here because it would kind of disrupt the artwork in a way. So yeah, the pockets are like your traditional Undercover pieces where they're on the side in between the front and back panel there. This is an all over print hoodie, so as I turn it around and fix it up here, we can see it features the print on the back as well. Obviously changing it up where instead of it saying Public Enemy like the front does, it says the album Fear of a Black Planet. It's fantastic. I love it. I would love to pick up more pieces from this collab. The t-shirts are really cool. I wouldn't mind the puffer jacket and fishtail parka. And I mean, I can't wear the docks. The docks weren't made big enough for me, but I would love to wear the 14.6 ones that were in collaboration with Doc Martens for this collab as well. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces. I love rocking it around the house all the time. Amazing album, amazing hoodie, awesome collaboration. I think it is actually the last collab that Jun Takahashi has done with Supreme. It's been 4 years. June, call up James Jebbia, get that another collaboration going. Because I like the Supreme Undercover collabs. There's some awesome pieces in them, but yeah. Anyway, that is the second hoodie, guys. Let's move on to the third hoodie in the collection. Okay, next we have a hoodie that is a pain in the ass to keep on coat hangers because of its shape. What we have is the Fall-Winter 2020 Kimono hoodie. obviously in the burgundy color. This released as a part of the Fallen Man collection, a collection that was heavily inspired by traditional Japanese clothing and Throne of Blood, the Akira Kurosawa 1957 film that is a Japanese redo of Macbeth. Jun grabbed it and then made a season of contemporary men's clothing with very traditional Japanese designs. It's fantastic. They did like, oh man, I could geek out about the season for ages, but it's such a sick season. Love this hoodie. This hoodie's fantastic. It's an awesome layering piece for a lot of outfits. It's got that kimono look to it with this opening here. It's got a zipper opening for it. It's also got, I don't know if I can showcase it, but it's got a little like a little thread that holds this to this, and it buttons over here somewhere and allows it to maintain its shape a little bit better. It's got a vertical pocket here, so you can chuck like a drink bottle or something in it, and then on the side it's got a horizontal pocket as well that you can put one hand in or something like that. The hood of the piece is massive as well. Makes you look like a Sith Lord when you're rocking it. It is fantastic. I love the color of the piece. It's just awesome. And it's really long as well. You can see it in the unboxing video that I do. It fits massive. This is a massive fitting piece, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I would love to rock and pick up the other colors that it came in the season. Came in like a brown caramel color and like a forest green as well. Two fantastic colors, but I've not seen them. Like, they're really hard to come by in any size, let alone a size 5. So if I do see them rock up, I will pick them up, but I'm really happy to say that I've got the burgundy color because, yeah, it's just a fantastic piece from that Fall-Winter 2020 season. But yeah, that is the Kimono Fall-Winter 2020 hoodie here, guys. We'll move on now to the 4th hoodie. Now up next, we have the Fall-Winter 2019. I think that was the season. It wasn't spring-summer. It was fall-winter. Had to be. Anyway, what we have is the Undercover Clockwork Orange all-over print hoodie. Now this features the scene where Alex is driving his car through the countryside. And as you can see, he's holding the wheel there, and it's an all-over print hoodie. I really like this. It looks really menacing. The way that the whole artwork is positioned and having his really menacing looking eye sticking out just works really, really well. And oh man, the cotton on this thing, it feels like, I don't want to say fluffy, but it's like, it feels padded. It feels plush, like, if you know, like you can squish it, like I'm squishing it, like it's but it's really lightweight, flowy. It fits really well on body. It's fantastic. There's so much to it, even though you could just look at it and be like, oh, that's an all over print hoodie. No, there's so much more to it. Now, surprisingly, they managed to get the all over print to work with a kangaroo pouch, which I was quite amazed by. I was like, damn, look, they printed it once on the panel, and then they printed it again on the kangaroo pouch and then stitched the pouch over the top. That's a lot of effort. Normally, if you had an all-over print, you would just do like we saw in past hoodies, where they just had the pockets and the side panels. So to put all this effort into it, to print it once and then print it a second time, crazy. Wow. You wouldn't, most brands wouldn't do something like that, that's for sure. They would either just print it once or have it printed while the pouch is actually attached. So they would just print it like this, but then you would find that the actual artwork doesn't extend into the pouch. Anyway, going over that, on the back it features a motif that we got to see a lot in the season, which is just a mentioning of the collaborative co-branded so it just says a clockwork orange, and then a clockwork orange and all related characters, elements of Warner Brothers. I'm going to assume Warner Brothers probably contacted Jun and said, if you want to use a clockwork orange, you got to mention us at some point. I feel like that's going to be the case. Actually, it does say S19, so maybe it was spring summer. I can't remember which season it was, but anyway, fantastic piece. Love the cotton, super, super comfy, an awesome piece. Absolutely love it. Like it's super cozy in there. It's fantastic. I should wear this more often, but because of it being an all over print piece, it is kind of hard to wear. It's not as versatile as, you know, just like a black hoodie would be, but it is an amazing piece nonetheless. So I think that's our third final hoodie. I think we've only got two more left. Let's keep going and see if that is the case or not. Yes, so I was correct. This is our second last hoodie, one from a quite recent season. We have the Fall-Winter 2021 Undercover Markus Akesson Girl with Veil the Mask hoodie, if I'm remembering the artwork name correctly. It features as Markus's oil painting on the front panel, much like the crewneck that we saw before. It looks fantastic on this brown hoodie. They chose the perfect brown color to complement this artwork. I think they probably chose a brown that matched the brown on the veil, but it just looks fantastic with it on the front panel. The amount of people that have complimented me and mentioned this hoodie when I wear it, I can't even remember how many. People love this hoodie. I love it. It's a fantastic piece. Now, moving the artwork aside, the construction of it, oh my God, whatever heavy cotton they used on this, June, keep using that cotton. Get that manufacturer to do it again, because oh my God, this feels thicker and heavier than a Supreme hoodie. It is so dense. When I put it on, I was shocked because I'm so used to Undercover using, you know, like soft and lightweight cottons for their hoodies. Nah, the Fall-Winter hoodies the Fall-Winter 21 hoodies came in with this heavy, dense cotton, and it's fantastic for the winter time. And huge hoods as well. It is a fantastic piece to rock on body. It just feels so like heavy. It feels durable. It's an awesome piece. Now, unfortunately, on the crewnecks for this season, they only used like a midweight cotton. So the crewneck that you saw before with the Moths artwork, that's not a lightweight cotton, it's like a midweight. I wish they used the heavyweight cotton they used on the hoodies, because the hoodies went crazy this season. It does, of course, feature the pockets on the sides. Classic Jun Takahashi, classic Undercover, classic Japanese brands, because, you know, you don't want something to disrupt the artwork. And he probably didn't want to spend all that money on that really tough cotton that the manufacturer was making, I don't even know where they were making the material, but yeah, so they probably just wanted the easier route of just putting the pockets on the sides instead of putting it on the front like with the Clockwork Orange collab. But yeah, amazing piece. If you can pick up a hoodie from Undercover, go for the Fall-Winter 21 hoodies, because they are fantastic. This is a size 5, obviously. I wouldn't be able to fit any smaller than that, but just a beautiful piece. Ta-da! Our last hoodie in the collection was actually a hoodie that I wasn't even considering picking up at all. I'm going to be totally real with you guys. I did not want this hoodie until I picked up the last hoodie. So when I picked up the Girl with Veil hoodie and felt the cotton, felt the fit, I was like, oh my God, I need the hoodies from this season. I have to get them. So as soon as I got that, I was looking for a size 5 for this one here and snatched it straight away. I was like, nah, look, the people don't know. I have to get onto it before the people know. Because it's insane. It was perfect. So I picked this one up in a size 5. This one is the Child's Play oil painting, I think that's the name of the artwork. It has a little either boy or girl, kind of hard to tell, playing with a spider. I think pulling off one of its legs there, and then I think the spider gets a little bit pissed off and actually bites the kid. Yeah, so some people get a little bit creeped out by the graphic because they're like, ooh, is that a spider? Is that a ooh? But yeah, no, fantastic piece. All the things I said about the previous hoodie, about the fit, the cotton, everything applies exactly here. They did the exact same thing with this hoodie. It's amazing. It, like the artwork on the front panel, the fit, I just had to get it. As soon as I felt the quality of the previous hoodie, I had to get this hoodie, no hesitation. I was like, I am getting this one. They have done some other hoodies in this season with the artworks not applied to the front panel, but done in like a photograph box on the back of some hoodies. I don't know if they are the same quality as these ones. I would assume yes, because they came out in the same season, but I honestly don't know. So eventually, if I do see one with the artwork in like the little box way of doing it, I'll try and pick it up for you guys to give you a review to see if it's like these ones. But if you can, seriously, I 100% recommend it. Please get yourselves one of these from the Fall/Winter 21 season. They're mostly on sale now. There's like quite a few in stock in a lot of boutiques if you go shopping around, but these are fantastic. They are a little bit tight fitting because, you know, Japanese brand, meant for Japanese people. So if you're a bit wider or you're just a bit of a big guy in general, I would recommend getting measurements before buying it for sure. But fantastic piece. And also, I don't think I mentioned this with the previous hoodie, you get a little hit on the sleeve there. You get a little, you know, Markus, Akesson, a little hit here to show the artist that did the artwork. So fantastic there. Yeah, amazing piece. So that is all the hoodies in my undercover collection. We'll now move into the outerwear, so the jackets and trenches. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, now diving into the first jacket that I have. Wait a second, didn't we just look at this? Where have we seen this artwork before? Yeah, exactly. So in this Fall/Winter 21 season, they did some jackets with the same artwork, and the jackets in this season look fantastic with Markus's artwork on it. But we'll dive into this. So this is the Child's Play work jacket. I have not seen Jun Takahashi done a lot of work jackets. This is a uncommon silhouette for the man. I mean, you look, bigger undercover fans may be able to correct me on that. They'll be like, what do you mean, man? Back in the blah, blah, blah season, he did them. Yeah, but I honestly just don't see them that often from the collections that he does. So when I saw this one in the brown with the artwork, I was like, I have to have this one. Then I saw the retail price and I was like, I do not need to have this one. But I found a secondhand one on a Japanese boutique, snatched it up. But I have seen some still available on a lot of boutiques, so you can definitely pick this up on sale. But at the time, I was not wanting to pay the retail or even the on sale price, because at the time, the on sale price was still pretty pricey. So I picked up a secondhand one that was like, I mean, look, it's in immaculate condition. Maybe not so much after I've been wearing it quite a bit, but yeah, just awesome. Awesome. Definitely rate picking these up secondhand. So what we have is obviously Markus gets a shout out. It's his artwork on the front there, embroidered on the front. And we get his artwork showcased on a little panel. I thought this was going to be like printed on or something like that. No, they've cut out a panel in the piece and then put his artwork inside it. You can kind of see with how it's positioned there. Yeah, I just thought that was a really, really nice little detail. It's got a zip detailing, custom YKK zips. I think they are from memory. I think it says YKK there. Yeah, undercover written on the zips, or I shouldn't say written, but on the zips. On the inside, Cupro diamond quilt. It is so soft, but keeps you so well insulated. It's perfect for the fall-winter season. Who would have thought? A jacket that came out in the fall-winter season is perfect for the fall-winter season. It's amazing. And the amount of people that have made comments on this jacket because they just think it's so unique and awesome, I tell you, there was one time that I was on the bus coming home and I had my headphones on full blast and some woman like grabbed my arm and was like, yo, the jacket's fantastic. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. I was kind of shook because someone was grabbing my arm, but yeah, like it is a fantastic jacket. Now, moving into more of the details on the front, we've got this, I don't want to say hidden, but in a way it is, pockets on the front. They are zip closure pockets. And on the inside, I can never really showcase this to you the best, guys, but this detailing here, it's like a fleece line. You can kind of see it when I move my finger across it. It's a fleece interior on that pocket there. So when you put your hands in these, you are going to stay very, very warm because it's not just the cotton exterior here. It's got that fleece in there and it's just like, ooh, so good. It's got buttons as well on the arms here if you want to adjust the width of the openings. I've got it on the widest option, but there are some more buttons that you can button it to make it a little bit thinner. So yeah, you can open it up to have hoodies underneath, or you can tighten it if you're not wearing hoodies underneath it. So it's got those sizing options for you there. Now, we've covered everything on the front. The big detail that gets people talking is what's on the back. So we'll flip it over. This is the detailing that gets everyone talking and loves it. We've got the Child's Play artwork featured on the whole of the back panel here. It is amazing. I'll try and puff it out just so it's kind of showcased. The shape of the jacket, the way the artwork is applied, it looks fantastic. Again, another one though where people have looked at the artwork and gone like, "Ooh, there's a spider biting someone on there." Ooh. And I have had someone come up to me and say that. They're like, "Yo, is that kid being bitten by that spider on there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." And they're like, "Ooh." So yeah, I mean, it's just, look, I wasn't into work jackets until I bought this one from the season and have been wearing it around. And then I was like, yo, I understand why people got into workwear. And I've just loved this piece. This is a fantastic piece from the season. Absolutely love it. Like the hoodies from this fall-winter 21 season, I recommend you pick up this jacket. It's fantastic. It's amazing. Was there any other outwear with this artwork on it? I don't think so. I might backtrack on that, but I think this was the only outwear piece, minus the hood. I mean, if you count a hoodie as outwear piece, but yeah, I think this is the only outwear piece that actually got this graphic on it, but it's perfect for it. The colors, the fit, it's just a lovely, lovely piece. One of my favorite pieces from that season, and I'm super happy to be able to say that it's in my collection because I've just fallen in love with it. The details on it, the shape of it, the material choice, everything. Amazing. Amazing piece. That is the second jacket in my collection, guys. We'll move into my final one, my only other jacket. Oh, sorry, I should say this is my first jacket of two. We'll move into the second jacket and have a look at my other jacket in my undercover collection. Okay, guys, moving into this, my second jacket, my only other jacket in my collection. I actually need to pick up more undercover jackets. What we have is the Spring-Summer 2020 undercover Cindy Sherman jacket. So what does that mean? It means it's going to have Cindy Sherman artwork on it. It means it's going to have the motifs that we saw a lot in the season when they collaborated together. So obviously we have the co-branded embroidery up there, Cindy Sherman undercover, of course. We have, and I really love this detail here, we have the co-branding on the zip as well, on the YKK zip. How crazy is that? I love that detail. Now, because it is all black, it's kind of hard to see these details, but I will highlight them for you. We've got a pocket up here. I didn't even notice this was here until like I had a proper look at it. I was like, damn, we got a pocket up here. Then when we unzip it, what we've got on the inside is a pocket on the inside here as well, but also on this side as well. So you've got two pockets on the interior, one on the exterior here, and also, of course, some more pockets down here. This jacket is not shy of pockets. If you need pockets, this bomber jacket has you covered. It's a fantastic piece. So yeah, and they're buttoned as well. So they're not, you know, around and about, well, I don't even know how to say it. It's not even just like an open pocket. You've got to unbutton it. But what I really like about it, if you don't like the look of the button on it, what you can do is you can pull out the pocket and put the button section in. There you go. I mean, it looks a little bit odd with the silver detailing of the button. If the button was black as well, it would have worked a little bit better. But look at that. If you don't like the look of it buttoning, you can tuck it in. Bam. I just think that's fantastic. I didn't even think of that. Depending on how you like it to look, you can change that up. I'd only change up now because of how it is. This button, I'd probably get it black just to match the overall piece. But the fact that it has that detail is awesome. It's an awesome added detail to it there. Now the lining of this thing, crazy. It feels silk-like. It is you can kind of see the sheen to it when I open it up, but I think it's Cupro from memory. I think it is a Cupro lining. Obviously, we've got the co-branded tag that we see there, featuring the Untitled 21 artwork. We have on the left arm the iconic patch. The only thing that I would say is that the fit of this jacket, it's very much like the rest of this season. It's a very fitted season. Now, when I think of bomber jackets, I like them a little bit oversized, a little bit boxy. So if you're going into this piece thinking it's going to be like that, you may be disappointed. This is more of a fitted bomber jacket. So each to their own. Maybe you like that, maybe you don't, but I just thought I'd forewarn you, if you went hunting for this piece, it is fitted. It is not wide and, you know, boxy or anything like that. Now, we've covered all the details on the front. Fantastic details, lots of pockets, silver detailing, co-branding, awesome. What we really have to discuss, which is a big highlight, is the back graphic. It's fantastic. So this Cindy Sherman undercover Untitled 21 bomber jacket features the Untitled 21 artwork, obviously, on the back. Now you think, oh, that's kind of cool. That looks like a print. It's missing some of the details, but you'd think, oh yeah, you could print the artwork on the back. No, not for this bomber jacket. What's been done, and I absolutely love this detail, is that the Cindy Sherman's face from the Untitled 21 artwork has been made up of different colored black and gray fabrics sewn together to form it as like a mosaic, like collage. And I really love that detailing. See, we zoom out, we come back from afar, you don't notice the detailing. You can't even see it. It's not until you get really close that you're like, wow, this actually isn't a print. This is multiple layers of fabric sewn together. I just haven't seen something like that. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I have not seen where someone has grabbed an artist's artwork and done something like this. The time and the effort to make something like this, crazy. I remember when this piece first came out and I first saw it in boutiques, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, this is my opportunity to finally pick up this piece. And then I saw the retail price and I was like, oh my God, I'm never buying this in my life. But I managed to pick up this size 5 one here from someone in Japan for a wonderful price. I'm talking like 1/5 of the retail price, because it was a little bit damaged. I think some of the stitching on the shoulder area is sticking out, and it's a little bit damaged here and there, a little bit dirty. But hey, look, I was not complaining at all for the price. I am just very happy to own this because I remember when it came out, I said to myself, I'm never going to be able to afford this because it's too much money. But never say never, I suppose, because now I have it in my possession. So yeah, it's just a fantastic piece that I do actually need to break out more, but I suppose I'm just like a bit wary of rocking it because the material choice for it is very lightweight, and I guess I'm just a little bit worried that I might like tear it or something like that because it's not very durable. It's like really lightweight fabrics. It's perfect for spring summer. Maybe I should just bust it out then in the spring summer season and just go with it because it is just a fantastic piece. But yeah, that is all the jackets left in the collection, guys. We've actually only got one more piece to talk about in the whole collection. Let's dive into it, guys. Let's look at my trench coat. Now, what we have here is one of my favorite trench coats to wear. What we have is the Fall-Winter 2020, Fall-Winter 2020 Fallen Man trench coat. So this features one of the climactic scene at the end of the film. I hate to spoil it to you. I'm not going to say which character it is, but a certain character gets shot by a bunch of arrows by his own men, and here he is here in one of the final scenes of the film, laid out here. They've grabbed that scene and put it on the front of this trench coat. But on top of that, they've printed it on both sides in case you don't wear it like this, tied up essentially, because there is a second, where is it? It's like back here. So, yeah, there we go. So there is two I don't want to say strings, but two ropes. Actually, it would have been cooler to have it as ropes. But anyway, two little things to tie it together in case you don't wear it that way. This thing is super oversized. I bought it in a size 4 and the boutique was like, it's a very oversized fit. And I was like, that's hilarious. That's a good joke. It's a Japanese brand. It's not going to be oversized. I should have listened to the boutique because it is massive. Like, I'm 6'5", 120 kilos. I'm a big lad. I am no shying away from that. I'm a big lad. This thing is massive on me. I don't even know if they did a size 5. You do not even need a size 5. Whoever's copping a size 5, you are massive as well, because the size 4 is huge. Now, it is a cotton material for the exterior. I don't know how you guys feel about cotton trench coats. I think they had to do cotton just because, like, the color gradient that's applied to the piece. I don't know if you can really, like, see it with my camera, but it's darker at the shoulders. It gets slowly lighter towards the stomach area, and then it's like as light as possible towards the bottom to really highlight this artwork here. It's fantastic. Now, just like the Fall Winter 2021 jacket I showcased before as well, these pockets here are like lined with felt. I don't know if I can really, like, yeah, I can kind of showcase it to you, but they're lined with felt, and it is so comfy. You know, it's cold, it's rainy, you're wearing this coat, you chuck your hands in your pockets, and ooh, nice and comfy. Now, we've also got to cover an extra detail to it. So as we open it up, we can see we've got this black polyester diamond quilt interior, which is awesome because it keeps you well insulated. Like, you will stay nice and warm in this piece. But if you don't want to, if you want to wear this piece because it's a cotton trench coat and you want to wear it in a warmer season, you can actually unbutton the whole interior and just wear the cotton exterior if you feel like it. So it's got you covered if it's really hot, if it's really cool, you can wear it each way. And the interior doesn't just go onto the chest and back area, it also goes down into the sleeves as well. So it really does keep you nice and warm in that winter season. It is a bit of a pain to try and get the interior out. I've never personally done it because, as you can see, it goes all the way into the pockets, into the sleeves. So I just like leaving it as is and just wearing this piece in the colder seasons because I can't be bothered going through that whole effort of getting it undone. Now, I love this for its huge lapels, its colors, its fit. It's a fantastic piece. Now, there were actual other trench coats done exactly the same, but with different graphics on them, different scenes from the film, different stills. I'm struggling to find those in a size 4. They do come in smaller sizes in the secondhand market in Japan, but I want them, like, I want a size 4 because I love that oversized look that it gives you. I'll showcase the back to you. There's not too much going on. It's really just a color gradient on the back, but there is the back of it. That's how it looks. It's got this paneling done here, so it's not just one big panel, but there you go there. It's got some paneling to it. It's fantastic. It's an amazing trench coat. Yeah, I definitely do not regret picking this piece up from, I think I picked it up from Slam Jam, if I remember correctly. You can go check out the unboxing video because, like, obviously I unbox all my pieces because I live in Australia and no boutiques sell this kind of stuff. So I can't just, like, walk into a store and buy it, but yeah, it's amazing. When I bought it from Slam Jam, actually, this is the first and only time I've actually ever got this. I got a branded coat hanger, which I thought was really nice. I think they only do that with boutiques for the outwear. So if you buy like a jacket or a trench that's undercover from a boutique, that's obviously not secondhand, you get a co-branded coat hanger, I think. Maybe more hardcore undercover fans can correct me on that, but yeah, I mean, that was just a nice little, I guess, added gift to the piece itself. But yeah, fantastic piece. I need more undercover trench coats in my wardrobe. They're just fantastic pieces. The ones from this Fall Winter 2020 season were amazing. Would love to pick up so many more pieces from this season, but it's hard to come by in a 4 and a 5 these days. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is my entire undercover collection. The whole shebang. And oh my god, I mean, look at that. It just looks like a big old pile of clothes now. I'll have to fix that up off camera, but yeah, would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on any of the pieces. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are you looking for any of the ones that I have? Do you own any of the ones I have? I just love to hear anything that you have to say about my entire collection here, down in that comment section below.
Well, guys, that is it. What a collection. Or at least, man, what amount of time to cover that collection. I have so much to say about the pieces. They're just fantastic. I love Jun Takahashi's work. He does amazing work with the pieces. It's just, and his seasons, they're just, yeah, they're not too avant-garde where it feels like you're wearing a costume. They're like A lot of people that have no interest in fashion at all compliment and like the pieces and say that, man, I'd love to wear something like that. Like, it is so easily wearable for people that are into fashion and not into fashion. It just does wonders. I cannot even express how much I love that brand and what they do. Like, it's just crazy. I'm definitely going to be picking up more in the future. I need to do more pickups videos talking about pieces I want to pick up from previous seasons and stuff like that. And like, the thing is that I've only looked at like seasons extensively over the past like 5 years, not even 5. What is it, 2020? Yeah, so like 4, maybe creeping on 5 years, I've looked into those seasons. Everything pre-2017, I haven't even begun to look into properly. Whether or not it would fit me when I'm copying size 4s and 5s, because like they only recently have been doing a lot of size 4s and 5s, or pieces that fit, I guess, in that size. Like, if you went back to the early seasons, I think I would struggle to find pieces that would fit me. Because I don't reckon the sizes that they did back then would fit such big people. But yeah, I have so much to explore with the brand. From what I've explored already, there already so much that I love. I'm very keen to dive into this brand in the future and definitely pick up a lot more. You may notice that I don't have any of the pants. It's just because of my size, man. I wear a size 40 when it comes to Levi's 501s, and I don't fit into some other Levi's models in a 40 just because of how they're cut. I am trying to lose a lot of weight at the moment, so hopefully I can fit into some smaller sizes, but I don't think I'll ever get small enough to fit into Undercover's sizing, just because they're very small. I mean, I'll never say never, but it's just like, yeah, Japanese clothing when it comes to pants, my legs are just too big. Yeah. Just too wide in the thighs, too thick. So I don't know if I'll be getting any Undercover pants anytime soon. That's not to say I don't like their pants. There are a lot of cool jeans, sweats, and stuff that they've done in the seasons that I love, that I would love to pick up. Even some of their like dress pants are fantastic that I've seen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I might be able to fit into them, but yeah, at the moment, no. But I'm just able to fit into their like upper pieces, like their hoodies, sweats, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy and thankful that I'm able to fit into that at least. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on my collection, what I should look into with past seasons or anything like that. Just anything you have to say about it at all, down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to do more showcase videos about like a specific area of fashion that I've got, like my trench coats, my hoodies, whatever, or a certain brand that I buy regularly, please let me know. Give me those 3 indicators I'm always asking you for. Let me know by liking this video, commenting, saying, hey Danyal, I want to see more of this, yada yada yada. Or subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already. That is another wonderful indicator to let me know. Now, as mentioned at the start of this video, we're trying to hit a new subscriber milestone this month of 3385. We're only a couple subs away, guys. So hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of the month. But that's all I gotta say about my whole collection, guys. I'll see if I can try and do some more videos today, but I've spent most of my hours recording and talking about these pieces, so hopefully I can record some more. But until the next Undercover video, until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next showcase video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.